Hello, Namaste. I'm Siddhartha Raj Bajracharya and this is Tales and Info. Today in this video, we are going to talk about art and same time we are going to talk about the interpretations of the art that are specially carved. So this is an introductory video of Nepalese artist who has been renowned for his fine details of human anatomy in Nepal. He is none other than Pratham Raj Bajracharya, and in this video I'm going to interpret one of his signature art that he has been doing and for which he has got national recognition in 2011 as a national award for traditional sculpture. So I'm going to talk about his one of the piece. So at the moment I am in Gautam Buddha Rashtriya Udyan. So it's kind of a national park, and here I'm going to show you one of his work, Mr. Pratham Raj Bajracharya's work. That is an impressionist work that relates to impressionism, and it's about human anatomy. There you can see a sculpture with human ribs and a subject that is really very skinny, and that figure is actually Siddhartha Gautama before enlightenment, the one who burned in Lumbini. So that's what I'm going to cover in this video. So let me walk and then I'll show you this sculpture, and then I'm going to interpret you what it means, because there would be many people in this park, and those whoever would look at it, they may get many questions like why the sculpture is in the shape that they have never seen of a Buddha like that. I mean, in past, not many people knew that Buddha went through fasting, and he was very skinny. And nobody knew about. Not many people knew about this. So I'm going to tell you the reasons behind it. So, okay. Now I'm here in this shade. This one is just next to the breeze at the right side. So this is called selfie breeze. So I will talk about it later on in another videos. So now I'm going to talk to you about a sculpture that is in front of me. First I'm going to show you the sculpture. There you go. So it's quite dark, but you can have a look. Okay. I'm sorry that I don't have lights that can show more details about of this sculpture, so I apologize for that. And also I was not prepared. Just I thought, and I made this video. So you can see his expression. Okay. So he has some beard and nice curly hair, and you can see the ribs case, and clavicle bone. I think it's clavicle bone or collarbone, we can say. And it has got his hands like that. So it's like a kind of portrait of somebody So this one, it's a portrait of Siddhartha Gautama Buddha, but before we can call him Buddha, let's say he is Siddhartha while doing tough meditation, while going through fasting inside deep forests. So this is Siddhartha. So now I'm going to interpret about this sculpture. Uh, okay, first I'm going to talk about Siddhartha. Siddhartha, he was a prince. He was born a prince, and the kingdom was Kapil Vastu, and his father's name is Suddhodana. So he is the son of Suddhodana, king, and the Maya Devi, queen. And since his birth, he has shown his divine powers, like to inform everybody that he is not an ordinary soul. So it's believed that when he was born, he just walked 7 steps on the land, and all those steps, they were lifted by lotus. So a lotus bloomed, and as his land was about to touch the ground, this lotus held his whole body. So like that, there were seven lotuses as he walked 7 steps. And after that, it's believed that Siddhartha Gautama Buddha, when he stopped by 7th step, he just pointed one finger towards the sky, and another one, which was his left hand, that was directing down on the bottom. So this it meant was this is the present, this is now. So this it means is everything in our life we have to live in today's date, not in past and not in future. Not like we are going to imagine I'm going to do like this or that in my life. That could give us more expectations and that could hurt us, or we are not going to recall our past. Like if there are something that we have to recover and that we have to uh, correct our errors, then yes, we have to remember those past moments, but not that we are going to stay together with that past, that our present. We cannot be more productive, we cannot be doing more active things, so we are always hung with our past, so we are longing. So that's not what he meant. So only for that purpose he said that this is the time, this is the present moment that we have, which we can use it. So after this short moment short this after this short description about the moment which he lived, so now I'm going to talk about uh, his the point where he changed his life from being a prince to a saint. So there was once there was a moment that Siddhartha Gautama Buddha, a prince, he wanted to go around the city in his kingdom, and his father Suddhodana, he was very clever, because he never wanted his son to go out in a city and see all the sufferings what normal people actually bear in their life. So because the purpose behind this um, thought was because when Buddha was born, a saint, or it was called Brahma, the heavenly super tree god. So there are like in Hinduism also, in Buddhism also, we call Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar. So Brahma, the one who is creator, so he came, and he came to visit Suddhodana and wanted to see Siddhartha in his birth time. So so that he could feel divine by himself, having a glimpse of Buddha. So what happened was, creator God, Brahma, told Suddhodana that either Buddha, he's going to be an emperor, or he's going to be a saint. So Suddhodana was given a choice that how you are going to treat your son, how you are going to give the life of your son will lead your son's life. Like he will be a prince, or he will live a saint's life. So for that purpose, he wanted his son to be an emperor. So he chose that everything should be scripted. If he wants to go out, okay, no matter what he wants, he will get it. So same way he is going to go outside, okay, that is fine. So he just plotted like okay, he is going to travel from here or there or so. Yeah, he just made some plans that the route was already designed, and in that route he wanted to show everything was normal, life is normal. So Prince Siddhartha, when he went outside, what happened was since his birth is divine purpose, because he's not the one who just reincarnate and forget all the moments from our past. So he's not like that. So what he was doing was he took this life after hundred and eighth time of doing divine works in his previous lives. So he was chosen to do something very special in this life. So what happened was, even though this king Suddhodana, he planned a lot of beautiful things for his son to look at it around the city, but what happened? Buddha took another route, because he has a very good friend who was driving his chariot. Since prince or king or any royal families, they travel in a chariot. Either they be carried by human, or either they be pulled by horses. So Siddhartha requested his friend to take the chariot to different direction, where he can find the real lifestyle of the village. So what happened was, when he was traveling, he just saw like everything was like not natural. He felt like that. So he wanted to see natural, and when he requested his friend, and then this friend really took him to such places where there are real life. Like there are some old people who are suffering from old age, and their situations, like whenever people are very old, they get many health issues. And same time, when he was traveling around the city, what he saw was there were a lot of sick people. Like they could be like infected of any viral diseases or any kind of diseases. So Buddha saw sick people, Buddha saw old people, and finally one of the dead body was being carried by some people as a rituals of people. So Buddha, when he saw all about this, whatever happened in humans' life, he was so shocked. So he had these three questions: that why people get old, why people die, or even why people get sick. So to get these all three answers, he went to many different schools. First, he asked his father, and he was not going to tell any answer that is going to give him feel like relief. Yes, this is the truth. No. So Suddhodana, he never wanted to make his son a weak person, because in his eyes, being compassionate, being loveful, is like being weak, because he wanted his son to be an emperor. So for that reason, Suddhodana did not say anything about the human's life, but he said that, oh, maybe that was something, an exception, whatever you have seen in the village, and I'm sorry for that, and I'm going to take care of it. But this was not going to make him relieve. But same time, when Buddha was so curious and impatient, so he went to many schools. By then there were also many schools, and so he went through many meetings with scholars and many schools he has visited, and he tried to get a relevant answer for him, so one which he can believe it. So he was not getting it. So one beautiful day, he decided that he's going to quit the family and going to look for the answer by himself, and for that he has to leave this house, leave his palace. So he decided, and in this scene he just included his friend, the one who was driving his chariot. So he called his no, he did not call. Uh, he followed, actually. So I'm sorry. This friend, he followed the Buddha, Siddhartha, when he left the house, when he left the palace. So when he left the palace, it was like midnight, and nobody knew. And even Buddha left his newly married wife, not newly, but it's been a year, and then they have one child. He was called Rahul, and Rahul was already born, and mother and son, they were sleeping in the bed, and the Buddha just left the home for finding out the question, for finding out the answers for his question. So when he went in deep forest, away from palace, away from the village, away from this entire country, he just recognized somebody was following him, and it was his friend. So what he did was this prince from Sakya clan, Siddhartha, he just cut off all his hair, and this was being taken by this friend of Siddhartha. So it was taken away. So Buddha, after that, did a lot of investigations. He went around many schools. Once again, he went around many schools that were accessible for him in the town, and same way he was doing meditation by himself. So by himself he did meditation, and he learned many new things, and so like such a way, it was like 6.5 years of exploration in his life. And in this exploration, what he found was that he got cure for many things, like expectations. It hurts. Love is always going to bring us another kind of expectations, and same time we are going to get attached to it. So attachment will again hurt us, and same time we will get jealousy because of the love that we expect and we never get from one whom we expect from. But when we see somebody who is getting love, and that love we just get jealous of. So there are many things that love is also poisonous. So he found out that there are 5 different poisons. So 5, they are like love, attachment, greed, jealousy, and anger. So all these 5 poisons are making one suffer in their life. He found out like this, and he just practiced it all, and he found many ways to get cure. And the best way he found was being neutral, because if we chose to be in peace, then we will do anything that will help us to be peaceful. So for that moment, for this, he struggled 6.5 years, and now I'm going to get back to the point. I'm sorry that it took a long time, and but I hope you are enjoying this, because this is all the information that I'm giving you in conclusion. It's a summary of this Buddha's life, so that it will be more helpful for you to talk to other people. Whenever if somebody asks you about the Buddha's life, then you can explain this, because this is how it happened. So now we're going to get back to this sculpture. So this sculpture, you can see there is skin and bone, and his mouth is open, and he is leaning backwards. So this means is like in 6.5 years of exploration, every day he used to go to community for alms, for getting foods from villagers or from people whoever are interested to donate food. So he was going in town for getting alms, and he got the food like that once a day, because he never wanted to feed 2 times, because if he has to feed 2 times, then he's going to waste more time for seeking that food. And instead he chose to feed himself only one meal, and even that was uh, not any non-veg thing. It is only veg, so so that he can have his mind peaceful. So what he did is, in 6.5 years, there was one moment where he was so much deep inside his meditation. He was learning so many new things that he forgot, or he did not wanted to go outside the deep forest to get alms from the villages, because he was deep inside and he was feeling like, I'm going to get the key, the main key. What is the solution? That probably I'm going to get it now. So now, maybe now. So he was doing meditation, and it could be probably 3 months or something that he did not eat. Only his heart, only his mind was working. And since he did not nurture his body, so without nutrition, his body turned like that, skin and bone. At this moment, he was nearly dying, because he was not being able to move his body, not even his finger. He was not moving at all. And at this moment, he felt like, oh my God. Not like, oh my God. Uh, I mean, is he thought, if I die now, if I die now, what will it happen? Obviously, whatever I have learned from this meditation, from this exploration of human life, that what are the causes of our sufferings and what could be the solutions, and how we can prepare ourselves to attain all those, this all knowledges will be ruined. It will disappear with my own body. In this moment, he realized, I have to take some food. If I get some food at this moment, and if I feed myself now, and hopefully if I get healthy again, I can use all those knowledges. I can tell this thing to all the people who could come in my touch, whom I can go and tell, so that they can get some help. So at this moment, he thought, yes, if I get some food, I have to eat it. So there is one another very spiritual thing that has connection, that when we think something, that's why we always say that we have to be always positive. Buddha always told everybody that never be in suffering side, always be in positive and the good side. So what it meant was, like, if we are always in positive vibe, we will always think about positive things, and this will send a direct message to the time, the God that is taking care of all the species. So this Buddha, when he thought about this, it was heard by nature, and this time Mother Nature, they just acted such a way that the next day of this thought, there was a shepherd bringing his sheep deep inside the forest. That was unusual, but still it happened. So Buddha Buddha was there, and this shepherd looked at him, and what he found out was, oh, there is a saint that is nearly a dead or maybe already dead. That he can see there is skinny body that is relying like that. It's taking support on a stone behind him, and he was like doing like that. His mouth was open, and this could be because of this muscle tension here. When it is stressed, it obviously opens. So when it happened, Shepherd just wanted to see that either he wanted to test if this body was dead or alive. For that purpose, this shepherd bring out some milk out of a sheep, mother sheep, and gave it, just poured it inside the mouth that is open like that. In the story, it is said like that. So, artist Pratham Raj Bajracharya, taking the base of the story, he just made this open mouth like that. So when he poured milk in his mouth, what happened? He was looking at the muscles, like in his neck. He was staring at his neck, and Shepherd wanted to notice that if the muscles are moving, then he is alive. Otherwise, this body is already dead, and he has to do rituals that is given like the respect for a saint. So when he poured the milk inside his mouth, Buddha accepted it, and he just drank it slowly. So his muscles in his throat, it started to move. So after this, Shepherd was like very happy, because he understood that, oh wow, this saint is so divine that he is not dead even in this state of body. So he was like very happy, and the next day, that same day, he went in town and told everybody in the village or in the town, wherever he was living. He told everybody that there is a divine saint, a divine saint that is doing meditation in deep forest, and still alive after being skinny, like bone and flesh, bone and skin. So if anybody wants to serve him food or anything, then it would be a very good thing. So when he said like that, the next day, Sujata, the one who is said to be the first food provider in the Buddha's story, and obviously it is true, because Sujata went there with milk porridge and fed Buddha, because the first day when milk was given by shepherd, after consuming milk, Buddha got some power, some energy, and for that reason he could accept porridge, and he could take the porridge slowly. So after Sujata, there were many people. They gave food to Buddha, but especially Sujata took care of him unless Buddha was healthy back again. So when he was healthy, he just went to different cities once again. He just traveled, and in his travel, he found out again, he learned something new, or he did more explorations. And later on, when he went to Bodh Gaya, there he did final meditation in Bodhi tree. The Bodhi tree, under which when he did meditation, what he found out was, if we have very good intention in our mind, that is going to serve community, then that is not enough. The thing is, if we are not taking care of our own side, our own health, then this is not going to work. Now it's raining, so I'm going to stop my blog over here. So wait for the next part. Thank you. And it's raining.